Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be on the Melt Cosmetics Gemini palette, round 2. So Lora announced a couple weeks ago that she was relaunching this palette because so many people were asking for it, and she doubled her order. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, I had to get it. I missed it the first time because I felt like half of it was the rust stack, but then I kept seeing looks online and I was kicking myself in the ass for not getting this palette. This is what she looks like. And it did come with that little plastic thing. This palette retails for $58. I'm not sure if it's still available, but I did want to do this eye look just because I know there are people who have this palette. This color story is probably one of my favorite. I can say that right now. I love green eyeshadows. I just think green eyeshadows really bring out brown eyes. Anytime I see palettes with green in them, I tend to go for them, but I've never had a palette like that where it has mustard greens and it's just a very, I don't know, fall green palette. I absolutely think it's stunning. The sleekness of it, I mean, this is gorgeous packaging. Again, it was $58. There was no tax purchasing it in Florida, and then you have to spend $75 for free shipping. So I went ahead and picked up this color Enigma. This is what it looks like. And with that, I was able to get free shipping. So, you know, if you can pick up a liner or anything just to get you over that, their products are amazing. I have, again, the rust stack, and I'm happy with it. I use it quite a bit. It's a little dirty. I love it during the fall. I sometimes just pop one of these colors all over and blend it out. So I can already tell you, I love Melt Cosmetics. So if you guys want to see how I got this eye look and know my complete final thoughts or first impressions, then just keep watching. So we are all zoomed in. I did prime my eyes using the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion. And I did my brows already using the ABH Brow Wiz in, I think, dark brown. And with a fluffy brush, we're going to get started. This is the Sigma Tapered E40 blending brush, and I am going to dip into, I'm going to be kind of bold with this. I want to focus on this half of the palette just because I really want to dip into those green and mustard shades. So I'm going to start with the color Mochi, which is like this mustard shade in the corner right here, and I am going to blend that in my crease. But basically, I am just taking a fluffy brush and taking that Mochi color and just really blending it in and blowing it out. And then with a more tapered blending brush, this is a Sigma E45, I'm going to pick up the color Fire OG, and I'm going to concentrate that more in my inner crease. And this is just blending out very smoothly. I'm not having any issues. It's not pulling. So I'm going to take a clean, fluffy brush and just kind of really blend that out. And then I am going back with that fluffy brush and going back into that mustard mochi color. And again, this is just how I blend. I like to go back and forth. And then back into Fire OG. So I am getting ready to take my sister to the movie theaters. I know my last eye look, the fall one that I did, I was taking my mom to the movie theaters to watch Peppermint. And then today's my sister's birthday, and I took the day off from work, and we are going to go eat tacos. It's Taco Tuesday. And then we're gonna go see The Meg, which has been out, but I've been wanting to see it because I like shark movies. I don't know if that's weird. Two of my biggest fears when I was little, besides having a fear of snakes, which pretty much stayed with me, but two of my more ridiculous fears was my fear of sharks after like watching Jaws and growing up with those movies, as well as quicksand. I used to have the biggest fear of, like, I don't know if it's the first Never Ending Story, but you know, with the Atreyu whole scene with the horse which was traumatizing. And then also there was this comedy with, I think it was Martin Short. It was like a movie where he had like bad luck or whatever, and he accidentally got into some quicksand. Anyways, those were like my two biggest fears growing up. I know that sounds weird, but they were. So that, I mean, that was quick, very quick. So now I am going into the color Goals. I am packing this on with a flat, this is a tapered eyeshadow brush by Bare Minerals, and I am packing that on top. Usually I would probably like cut my crease. I would even like wet this shadow, but I'm just doing a quick eye look, and even without wetting this, it is very, very like shimmery. I'm gonna go into this deeper color, this Leo color, and I'm gonna deepen my corner. I'm gonna blend in, and there's a little bit of fallout, which is to be expected. I don't know, like, I know people's complaints are they're powdery, there's fallout, and you see that a lot with ABH, Dose of Colors. Natasha Denona was a little, it had kick up, but there wasn't any fallout, at least not in the mini Lila palette that I tried. But if I can create beautiful looks that are like effortless the way these are, I mean, this is, I'm already almost done, then I don't care, honestly. I'll wipe my face and move on. So I put that just in my corner, and it's a little bit deeper than that Fire OG shade. And now I'm gonna take Bonnie, which is the black shade, and an even tighter. Ooh, that is a really, really intense black. So I went in with a light hand, and even with going in with a light hand, this black is really intense. So there is your warning. Just very, very carefully going with that shade. And I'm gonna go in with a clean brush and just kind of blend that in with Leo. And then I'm gonna go back into Mochi, and I am going to kind of start doing my usual where I bring back out the colors in my crease. They're not intense enough once I'm done with the eye look. Oh my god, this palette is like, I only played with half of it. I played with Bonnie, Leo, Goals, Fire OG, and Mochi, and I am in love. And then I am going to take Fire OG. And then I'm going to take Luna, which is like this light, very light brown color, and I am just going to kind of blend that at the top, because I always like to kind of lay down a light color. And that is the eye look. I am going to do the rest of my face, and then we will finish the eyes. So I will be right back. So we are back. I finished my eyes, my face, but blush, lipstick. I will have everything I use listed in the description box below in case you're interested. And now we're gonna go ahead and finish with the eyes. So I'm gonna go back into that Mochi color. That kind of want one more tapered brush. I'm not good with doing the under eyes and not looking like a clown. Like, I've seen people use the same brushes that they use at the top, on the bottom, and how they keep it close, I don't know. And basically I am just going to mirror what I did on top below. But my sister's on her way, so I am trying to kick it up a notch. I'm gonna take Fire OG. And just because I am pressed for time, usually I would go in with all the colors. But honestly, this looks good just with the two. I am going to take the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil and Mildew. It's like this green color, which I thought would look really nice. And I'm going to put that on my waterline. I love this palette. I think green, I just think it really brings out brown eyes. I've said in other videos that brown eyes, you know, they're just, you know, a lot of people have brown eyes. I do think greens really do. And I love green eyeshadows. It's one of my favorites. I don't wear them a lot because I don't have a lot of green palettes. So when I saw this one, I knew I wanted it, but what was holding me back was the price, and I felt like the other half of the palette was the Rust Stack. But now that I have it in my hands, I don't think that I can justify having this. Here are some of the shades in the Melt. Like they just seem more like, this is the only shade that I think might be similar to Polka Dot. I think that's like probably the only shade, but that's honestly my favorite shade in the Melt Rust Stack. So it's like, I don't mind having more. This is very different. So I am happy that I got this. I think this eye look came out gorgeous. It's very fall. I'm really excited to go out in it. It's not anything too crazy, but it's different. Like, I don't know, I just get fall vibes from it. So I don't know if you can still get this palette. If you can, I highly recommend it. This eye look took me absolutely no time. I did it in like 20 minutes. So I think this eye look came out gorgeous. I can't wait to do this eye look again. This is something I would do over and over again, and I can't wait to see what other looks I create with this palette. I can honestly say that this is probably one of my favorite color stories of all 45 plus palettes that I own. I'm a palette junkie, and I am so glad I picked this up. I'm almost sad it's not permanent, because if I ever hit pan, I don't know what I would do. Just because this is probably one of my favorite, and it's not even anything crazy, but this has to be one of my favorite eye looks that I created. And again, I did it super fast. I could probably create something even more detailed, more blended, but I'm getting ready to go out. But I really love this eye look. If it's still out there, I was just getting it. So that will do it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I promise you won't regret it. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. And until next time, guys. Mwah.